Hello, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another Chibi Girls chapter react. And I'm here with my lovely co-host, the Chestnut Tanuki. Oh my god, we can't hear you!
Oh no, my mic stopped working.
Bro, I was like, I made sure I did not mute her. I made sure she's added. There's no way there's another issue, bro.
It truly do be like that. Been a while since I've been on your channel, I think.
Yeah, because
Been a
last
little
time
bit.
we were on yours. So, but we're
And
back for
Hime hates me, so it's okay.
Shut up. Anyways, I was literally on your channel last week. Shut up. But yeah, we're back for another One Piece chapter. So hello everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Thank you. Hello. Everybody saying hello also to our beautiful Chestnut. So Chestnut is absolutely not spoiled on the chapter, 0%. So please do not put any spoilers in the chat. As you guys may know, I do read the spoilers, but she is absolutely not spoiled. So it's gonna be very fun to see her react to a lot of things. Even me, there's like some stuff I don't know. I just look at the briefs. So very excited. So we're gonna start. First of all, I'm not sure. Is this like a shonen thing? Like for Shonen Jump, they're doing like I don't know. Yeah,
Like a
Weekly Jump.
Pokemon collab?
Okay, yeah, that's very cute. Honestly, yeah. There's
Alright.
like, you know what? Have you noticed that the most important Pokemon Pikachu is like next to Luffy? Just
Most important. You mean most popular.
Okay, most popular, not important.
Yeah,
popular.
not most important. Let's not go into Pokemon lore right now. But I will say Eevee is over here, and Eevee is almost more popular. Well, Eevee is just as popular as Pikachu. It's not more.
Shit.
It's not. It's like when you're looking at like advertisement, like it's Pikachu, and then there's Eevee for like the cute Pokemons, and like Eevee cards always go for like crazy money.
To be fair,
but I see my boy Greninja back here. We got Greninja, and then is this like a Mega Houndoom?
Mega what?
So there's like Greninja. Then we see like I think this is a Mega Houndoom because this doesn't look like a regular Houndoom. This seems like a Mega. Then we got a Klefki. There's a there is because there's a Mega Garchomp right back here as well. So some of these are Megas. Here's a Mega Gyarados, Mega Absol. Here's Rapidash.
Not like a
There's a Warodom Wash back here.
I just want to finish my sentence. I'm not a pro Pikachu person, so don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Hold up. Let's see what other Pokemon they got. So they got, is this Gallade? I'm pretty sure. There's Chikorita, Totodile, Tepig. I think that's pretty much it. Probably. I don't see any other ones.
All right.
Oh, there's Meowth.
Anyways, we
and Gengar.
Cool.
Can we? Oh,
yeah, we can move on. Yeah, I am done with Pokemon. Anyways, so we are here at the most important part, which is the color spread that Oda did, which is, in my opinion, beautiful. I fucking love it. I think he outdid himself. Just the angles, I love the angles where like Sanji and Zoro are like staring at each other like mad. They just look so good. And I love the fact that he put also Nami, like, you know, like she's like just sitting, like laying down. And we have like obviously the parallels Gabon and Rayleigh, and then we have Roger and Luffy, and the Straw Hat small like on Luffy. I really love it. I think everybody looks so good. I really dig this one.
I like how Sanji is looking directly at Nami's feet. That's a really nice touch, Oda.
I think he's fixing Zoro. I think both of them are fixing each other. But yeah, I love how Luffy's feet is like right in front of Zoro's face.
Yeah, Zoro is not having a good time, bro. He's like put them dogs away. Them grippers in my face.
That was funny. Oh my god. All I was saying is that in terms of money for Nintendo and Icon, nothing generates more the Pokemon. Nothing generates more the Pokemon and Pikachu. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, Pikachu's the face, right? But like, Eevee is getting up there just because Eevee is cute. Like, if you're looking at the top two, like it's just because also like Pikachu's been around for so long and Eevee's been around for just as long. But it's because Ash and Pikachu. That's why. If Ash had an Eevee, yeah. If Ash had an Eevee,
of course.
He probably would have had to evolve eventually instead of just having like a bum Pikachu that can't do nothing when Raichu is clearly better. But I digress.
I have no opinion on this. Perfect. So we're gonna start the chapter. Chapter 1156. Idols. Perfect. Back in those
Idols?
days,
Like horse idols? Like Uma Masamune?
I have no idea.
I'm just making Hime more and more upset.
Anyways, no, listen, I'm used to her. I just ignore her. Anyways, so before the Great Pirate Era, ooh, all right. Back in those days, certain idols roamed the sea. There was some pirate attack. There's hearts. A girl is talking. There was some pirate attacks. Why aren't any of you fighting back? You guys are useless. So we see just the guys like, on the ground, like, in love. The girls are like, they've taken everything. You men are hopeless. They were strong. That's the man who's saying this. You didn't lift a finger. Now what are we supposed to do? And then we have the Marines also like in love. Even the Marines could not oppose this group. They were known as the Kuja Pirates, a crew that hailed from the elusive Isle of Women. Oh my god. I don't know about you, but like I love their boat, like with the two snake. It's so cool.
I love it too. I like the Kuja pirates, so I'm glad we're getting a little bit more lore.
Yeah, I know, right? Then we see somebody walking, a fierce and stunning pirate band off limits to men. I grow weary of my own beauty, day and night. It always goes this way. Oh my god! And then we have, hold on. Will I ever be free to shed it? Sorry, this is just so crazy to say. So we have Empress of Amazon Lily, Captain of the Kuja Pirate Gloriosa, Future Elder Neon, whatever.
Nyan. It's like Nyan.
Nyan.
Because remember, like when she's old, she goes Nyan.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Anyway, so she looks amazing. I fucking love her design, especially her hair. Like, and she has like the same attire that like Boa has later on. I really love it. So we have a close up, this picture of perfection, and everybody's like, yeah, Captain Gloriosa is a goddess. Everybody's like falling in love. She's unbearably cute. I'm in love. Her radiance is making my mind go blank. My heart can't afford to beat this hard. This feels like Three Chestnuts talking about a hot woman. It's so cute. Anyway, so on to my last page. Empress Gloriosa, here are your new fan letters. So she goes, Tritoma, what about all those back there? Oh, those are for Lady Shaki. Yeah. That's a crazy amount of letters.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, there are 100 times more. Tritoma, future Empress of Amazon Lily. So I don't know if you remember, but there was an Empress who died of the sickness. Oda talked about her in an SBS. She was this Empress.
That's Luffy's mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's theorizing that that's Luffy's mom, and the timeline kind of aligned, so it would make sense. And anyways, she's cute, so it makes sense. All right, so
it's literally the same face as Luffy, like the exact same face.
Literally, you're so right, bro. Gloriosa goes like she's like pouting. How could she? Upstaging your own captain is a total betrayal. Yeah, even her angry face is like an icy gem. Indeed, the only one set to outshine the radiant Gloriosa, the star of her era, was none other than her first mate, Shakuyaku. Oh my god. And then we have, Captain, enemy ahead! Oh, that's... And we hear, hello there, it's me, Roger speaking.
No way.
It's like, it's the Roger pirates. Hand over Kuja pirates. No, hand her over. Her Kuja pirates, and then it's your turn. Oh my gosh, this is a big ass page.
All right, so it says, and we see Roger with the straw hat. Today's the day we finally win her from you. We're taking your first mate, Shakuyaku. It says, you'll never learn, Roger. Isn't being loved by a woman like me enough? Get her! Ah! Why did you come to take... Who did you come to take again? And we see the door open. Bang! And it's like... Yeah! Lady Shakuyaku! They say her every move was captivating. Everybody on the crew has hard eyes. Shakuyaku's here! It says, oh, Gabon.
No,
oh my gosh.
Missed something, I think. There's like something on the top, no? I brought you
Oh, yeah. There, here it is. I brought you a flower. Please accept it as a gift. No, Shakuyaku, take my flower instead. In her presence, flowers wilted. Chirp! Birds lost their song, and people turned against one another. Stay away from Shaki! That says, oh, Gabon. Just hearing you say my name is, and then there's a little heart. And we see, long time no see, Roger.
And she
How
hits,
dare
she
you?
hits Gabon. This is important. She hits Gabon.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you say she hit him? Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah. But, so then it says, long time no see, Roger. How dare you do that to Gabon? And then in the very next thing, we see that Shaki is standing right over Roger. Hard eyes, there's a little bump on his head, and it says, damn it, I like Shakuyaku too much. And goes, shik. Hee. You're 100, Roger. Oh, you 100? You too? Oh, you too. Sorry, that font was terrible.
Oh my
you
god,
too,
I really
Roger.
thought it was 100 too.
Yeah, I was like, you can barely see the T. And then it says, her beauty humbled even the mightiest of warriors.
Wait, before you go, I just want to say, I completely understand Roger. Like, that position, I think everybody would want to be in Roger's place. This is a great
Yeah,
position to be
Roger. Roger's going crazy right now. But then we see, so also Roger looks crazy like Ace in the scene in the very next panel.
Yo, this what Ace could have been, bro.
Yeah, he looks a lot like Ace. And it says, and we see this panel where Shaki's over here, like, hand on his chin. You should know, I'll never submit to another's captivity. And then we see, yeah, take their treasure. You can take my soul while you're at it.
The glaze is crazy.
That's crazy. Roger, you know I'm the one who likes you, right? Out of the way, Gloriosa, you're blocking Shaki. Huh, that's insane.
Yo.
The first mate of the Kuja pirates, Shakuyaku. And then it says, Rayleigh, it must be so hard for you. Yeah, I'm surrounded by idiots. Then she does a little, like, wink, and then we see Rayleigh just go, ugh.
You know what's crazy is that, like, she really ended up, because we all know that Shaki ends up with Rayleigh. She really picked the one that didn't really fawn over her, that didn't, like, you know, simp for her. She was like, that's the one I want, you know? It's the same with Boa. Boa did the same with Luffy. She was like, he's the only one who doesn't care about my beauty and everything, so I want him. It's very intriguing.
Well, it's because, like, everybody else will just judge just based off of your looks, right? But, like, Rayleigh and, like, Luffy, like, don't care, right? Like, they don't care how you look. They care about who you are as a person. Yeah, and I think that's what's captivating to them. Yeah. I will say, though, like, Shaki aged, like, great, right?
But because she had the nice future. The thing is, if, let's say, Roger would have picked Gloriosa, he really fumbled a baddie, though. If you would have picked Gloriosa, Gloriosa would have had a good future. Unfortunately, with Oda, you have to end up with the man of your dream to actually have a good future, because your life depends on a man. But yeah, that's what happened, unfortunately.
Olivia didn't end up with no man, and she looked fine.
Who's Olivia?
That was Robin's mom, you know, before she died.
Okay, but this one doesn't count. This one, she's different. But she also died kind of young, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, a little, but
yeah. But most of them,
it's just like achieving your dreams, where it's like, if you're somebody who's just, like, in the background, but also, like, that's so sad.
Yeah, and I think, but what I really want to know is how Gloriosa ended up in the Rocks Pirates. I think that's, like, my biggest, because she already had a crew by herself. So my theory is that maybe Shaki, they disbanded at some point, and Shaki, you know, left, because we know that, like, Shaki, we know that Gloriosa left, and then Shaki became the Empress, and then Shaki also left because she wanted to escape the love sickness. I think both of them had to leave and stop doing all of that and not being on Amazon Lily to not get the love sickness problem. I think it's by leaving that you kind of get cured from it. And I think that Gloriosa, by leaving, she went to the Rocks Pirate, and I don't know, she liked rocks or something. She liked his dream or whatever he was doing. Those are my theories, because otherwise it just makes no sense. You had a crew. Why are you, like, you know?
She left probably because of a Davy back fight.
Oh, that's true. I completely forgot about the Davy back fight. Okay, yeah. But also, I think that she was able to not die from the love sickness because she left as well.
Yeah, they say something about, like, the love sickness. I mean, they kind of talked about that, like, back in, like, the, like, Amazon Little. I think it's only, like, if you're, like, fall in love with somebody, right? So, like, because they're like going off of the island and they're finding these men. Like I think it was clear like Gloriosa is in love with this dude who doesn't love her back, and it's like basically going to the ends of the earth for him, which is what I'm assuming kind of leads into what happens at God Valley, where it's like it's a bit weird, right? That you have to go to the ends of the earth for a dude just so you don't die of like a love sickness. So I don't know. We'll see how.
Your mic left.
Yeah, it's back. I'm assuming she just went to the Rocks Pirates because of a Davy back fight.
Yeah, no, but the Davy back, I completely forgot. Gloriosa going to the Davy back fight, like because of the Davy back fight, makes absolutely a lot of sense. But yeah, I just want to say also, I love Shaki's like design. She looks amazing. You know what they give me off? Shaki gives me off Robin vibes, and Gloriosa gives me off Nami's vibes. Just like from their character design and kind of even the personality a bit. You know, one is more serious, one is more like, you know, bubbly. So it's fun. I love them.
And it's crazy because Gloriosa is the better baddie. I don't understand what everybody's looking at with Shaki. She's great, but why are we sleeping on Gloriosa?
I said this online too. I was like, me personally, Gloriosa is more like my type. Like I look at her, I'm just like, oh my god, like I would have got. That's why I say that Roger fumbled a baddie, bro. Oh my god. Anyways, but both of them are beautiful. You don't mind? I'm just gonna say my super chat very fast. All right, so we have a $50 super chat from Young Smokey. Thank you so much, Smokey. He says, I don't know if you guys noticed, Tritama, the girl with the fan mail, yes, is from the SBS. Exactly. Based on timeline, what may have happened with Gloriosa and Roger Boa and Luffy could have happened with Tritoma and Dragon. We may be looking at Luffy's mom / Boa's mom. I 100% agree with you. I'm pretty sure, like, honestly, I'm leaning more on the fact that Boa, not Boa, that Tritoma is Luffy's mom more than Boa's mom, because I feel like, I don't know, timeline-wise, it makes sense. And also, I don't think that it's Boa's mom, because Boa was a slave and they got her from, like, you know, they liberated her from being a slave. If it was, like, Tritoma's, you know, Chitoma was her mom, they wouldn't have to do all of that. So I think it's I was saying I don't think Chitoma is Boa's
No,
mom.
I'm questioning that logic. I don't think that makes sense what you said.
Because she would have grown up on the Kuja Island altogether, no?
They raided the Kuja Island.
Yeah,
for
but
Boa.
Did they raid it before? I thought that they raided it before, not like when did
they probably raided it after. Yeah, we don't know.
I
would assume it'd be sometime. No, I would assume it'd be sometime after God Valley, right? And like the dissolution of the Rocks Pirates.
Oh, never mind then. I thought it was before. My bad.
So it could very well be that she's actually.
Oh, okay.
Both.
But I don't think she's both their parents. I think it's either.
No, that would be
that would be crazy.
Disgusting. We don't need that. not that, Oda. Not that.
Oh my god. But yeah, it would be fun if it's Dragon and Luffy, and yeah, that would be fun. I think we still have a page, right?
I do still have a page. So I'm gonna continue where it says, Empress Gloriosa, it's the Navy. And then it says, get moving with the loot. Don't leave a single crumb behind. On it. Hey, at least keep some, let us keep some of the food. We've spotted Roger and the Kuja pirates. Quick, snap a picture. It'll be worth a fortune. Knock it off. Hurry it up. We gotta set sail. Roger, isn't that Garp ship? What did you just say? All right, men. New plan. Rush them. Pirate Gold D. Roger, future king of the pirates and father of Ace. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, future hero of the Marines and grandfather of Luffy.
I love how, like, what is his name? Roger, he was like, oh, we're leaving. And then he saw Garp, he was like, no, we're not leaving. I'm fighting my rival. I'm fighting this man. Like, because there's a lot of people who thought that it was just Garp that was obsessed with Roger, but Roger is also as much obsessed with Garp, which I really, really love that for them. And I feel like this is gonna be the dynamic that Luffy and Kobe have in the future. I would love that. And also, I just wanted to say one last thing. It's very fun, this chapter, because we see that even the Pirate King can become a simp. And that, like, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you can't become a conqueror if you're a simp. There's a lot of people who were going with this, you know, just to hate on Sanji. But as we can see, you can be a simp and still be extremely strong and have conquerors. So W for our simps in One Piece.
I figured you'd make this about Sanji at some point or
Because it
another.
is about Sanji, it's the truth. Because a lot of people were going with this argument, and this debunked everybody. So this was
I
very
mean, like
nice.
Rayleigh isn't like a simp. He's just like he just likes like
He's
women,
a
right? And it's like
womanizer.
Gabon, like Gabon, like has like a whole family, and yet like it's just like the only person who's not like hard eyes over like other people have I feel like incredibly strong like just willpower regularly, where they're just not very like outspoken people. Like Rayleigh is a very like kept to himself type of guy, and like Kobe is the same way, where it's like he didn't really get hit by like any of like Boa's love beams just because he's just a very like kept to himself, keep it close to the chest type person. So
Oh my god, we have another super chat. Young Smokey with the $100. Oh my god, that's crazy. W in the chat for Smokey. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thanks. So he goes, also guys, we need to look at Chitoma dying from love sickness, because either one, she gave birth to Luffy, the first male ever born on Amazon Lily, and she missed him and Dragon took him. Or two, she died from missing Boa when she got abducted. Boa mom route. I think, first of all, thank you so much, Smokey, for the super chat. That's very sweet of you. He said, we gotta consider she didn't die because she missed Dragon. So, I think that if it's in Luffy's route, it makes sense that, like, I don't know if the love sickness is about, like, missing your man or missing your child or missing either of them. I'm not sure if
no, it's not the love sickness that was explained. It's like if you're like infatuated with somebody, you need to like the way that Boa basically did it is that she was very open with the person that she loved and very open with her feelings, and that's how she kind of got over it. It was like that's what basically what you have to do is just be very open with it. Where it's like you see like Gloriosa, she's very open with her feelings, like very open with her emotions.
Oh, do you think that like Chitoma was just like me? I thought that you die because like your man leaves and you don't go after him, or like you don't stay in proximity to him.
Well, then Boa would die, right?
But Boa also travels. You might be right. Yeah, I don't. You're right. I don't know
Yeah, Gloriosa is like out right now, and it's like love sickness is basically like you're not able to like really. I don't know. It's really to be honest, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like
Yeah, I don't
when you're
know.
actually
Yeah.
looking at it, it's a huge plot hole in the story that they're going to try to fix, and regardless of what they say, it's never going to make sense. It's stupid anyways. Like it's just like a stupid thing they added so that basically Boa would have to help Luffy break into Impel Down. That was the only reason that
Maybe.
they
Yeah.
added it in.
Probably.
And
Maybe.
now Oda has written himself into a corner because it's like, well, shoot, I already established this thing of love sickness, right, for the empresses of Amazon Lily, but there's no like actual cure, and you don't really know what causes it, and you don't really know what you're supposed to do to fix it, and you don't really know what sets it off. So it's like
It's weird.
it's like, what is this? It's just going to be used as like a plot device, and then it's never going to make sense because it's going to just contradict everything that happened before. Or else, how is Gloriosa still alive? Right?
Yeah,
Because we
because
know she didn't get with
Gloriosa didn't.
Roger.
Yeah, she didn't get with anybody. That's the whole thing. That's why I thought that you just have to be away from maybe the island and like travel. I don't know. I don't know for real. It's weird. Smokey says she may have died from missing Luffy or Boa, depending which way Oda wants to go. But that's the thing. It could also be related to the child. I really don't know. But I hope that Oda actually like sit down and explain it to us, because, as you said, we're all confused. But yeah,
It's just a big plot. It was a plot convenience for Impel Down to try to force Boa to help Luffy. Where it's like they never even said how she got over it. Like the way that she got over it was basically just explaining her backstory to Luffy and explaining why she was such an asshole. So, and then she helped him break into Impel Down, and then Luffy called her by like her name.
Yeah.
And that was the last we heard of it for Boa. So it's like she's been away from him for now a while, right?
Yeah,
why isn't she like sick?
Right,
she's totally fine. She's totally fine.
Facts. But Smokey, I love your theory still. If it's related to the children, that would be very interesting. Because if that other empress like got Luffy, it's because she had to be open with her feelings. Like, I mean, you don't sleep with somebody if you don't, I thought she was just like, let's not talk. Okay, let's just make a child, But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you a lot again for your super chat. All right. I think we are ready to continue. So we have another big page. Meteor Fist. Wow, they're here. Aramitam. Wait, hold on. Aramitama. Here it says reference to a violet kind of spirit in Shinto. Okay, who do you think is saying that? Maybe Roger?
It's Roger's move.
Yeah. It's Roger's move? Oh, okay, I didn't know. Cool.
Yeah.
It just had to be Garp's ship, didn't it? Everybody is scared of Garp. He was a menace, bro. And then we have Roger who's like, Garp! Garp goes, Roger! And then they kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a clash. And we know that, okay, so Roger's sword goes from right to left, and it kind of, he tries to slash Garp from the bottom. And we see that Garp tanked it, and then we have Garp who throw a punch on Roger's face, and we see Roger like getting punched. His face is actually hilarious, and we see the lightning. We can guess it's probably Conquerors, and then here it says Roger and Garp and Rocks. Oh, they're talking about Rocks. 3 who would be spoken of as legends in the Great Pirate Era, but at this time their blood burned with the passion of youth. They're probably in their 30s. But yes,
I know they're old.
Yeah,
obviously Advanced Conquerors. Advanced Conquerors Haki here.
Absolutely.
It's interesting to see Roger using Advanced Conquerors with his sword. I know that a lot of people are going to try to use this to upscale Mihawk, but in my opinion, this is something that this should just be base, right? It shouldn't be, oh well, it's like this should be something Mihawk should be able to do if we're gonna start doing it. And I can already see people going like look, like Roger's using his sword, he's a swordsman, Mihawk is stronger than both. We haven't even seen Mihawk use Conqueror Haki yet, right? So it's like now we know that like you can use like Advanced Conqueror's attacks, like, and we saw this with Zoro as well, where he was using like Conqueror's Haki and coning his swords. But this is like the type of boxing that we saw with Kaido, right? So expecting to see something very similar like that with Mihawk and with Zoro.
Yeah,
it's interesting how this slash doesn't cut.
Yeah.
It's interesting how this doesn't slash.
In my opinion, if you're a top tier, like Mihawk and the rest, like, and you have Conquerors, I think that it's easy. I would assume you can have Advanced Conquerors, and I would assume you will be able to do this. Now, is your Haki stronger than somebody else? That's different. That's a different story. But yeah, 100% I agree with you. I just want to say, I just find it so crazy how, like, because it's only Garp for now that we know who fights like this. Like, everybody is, like, using weapons, and you just have Garp who's going just fists, bro. Like, just with fists, for me, it's more impressive. I know for a lot of people, they have, like, the Pirate King, whatever, but for me, going just with your fists, like, you just need your own body. That's fucking crazy to me. Like, me personally, I know that like they're relative. A lot of people didn't want to believe that Garp is relative to Roger, but like anybody who has like basic level reading comprehension know that they're equals. But sometimes I just have like a feeling where Garp like is just more impressive to me just because he doesn't use a weapon. So like I don't know. It's so cool to me. But yeah. All
right. Very very quickly because I wasn't done. But also just with like the sword stuff here, right? Like we have to remember this is like a young Garp and Roger. They're telling us that this is like young Garp and Roger. This is base for all. Like if you want to be like named as a top tier, like this is base what you should be doing. And this is basically like Kaido Luffy level like boxing is like this is the level that most people need to be on, right? Like everything before that, all this stuff before that, it's like you're not him, buddy. Now it's like, okay, so like young Roger was already using like Conqueror's Haki attack. So it's like any top tier that we're saying, and we've already seen Shanks use it. We've seen Big Mom use it. Obviously we've been seeing like the God Knights. They have some kind of, with like God Valley, they're kind of hinting to them having like boxed with some of these people. But they didn't really show it. I'll actually retract that because I never really showed them using it. But I mean, Rocks obviously has used it. So this is kind of like baseline for stuff. So if you want to start saying like people are top tier, we got to start saying like, can they use Advanced Conquerors? If they can't, they're not top tier.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, that means that Sanji is not a top tier person because he cannot use Advanced Conquerors yet.
But yeah, but 100%. But I don't want to sound mean, but like I don't think anybody on the Straw Hats are top tier yet to me. I feel like they still need to train a bit more. And like, you know, like for example, even Zoro, he said, Gaban told him like, you're not even aware you have conquerors, you know.
That is true. That is true.
Know, I think that everybody needs to train and to develop, and you know, some others need to have their own Haki bloom, whatever. But I didn't even think of anybody who didn't use advanced conquerors like proficiently to be a top tier. A lot of people are gonna be like, well, we don't think that the admirals have advanced conqueror. I think that at least Kuzan and Kizaru and Akainu has it. The OG trio.
Yeah.
For me, these trio at least has it, in my opinion. Especially when you look at it, because when you think about it, Kuzan and Garp, that you know how they clash, you know, on Hashinosu. Like I would assume that Kuzan, he trained under Garp. I would assume that like an A conqueror like person cannot like, you know, equally clash with somebody who's not an A-Conqueror user. This is my opinion. I just want to say it. Cannot clash with somebody who's not an A-Conqueror user, because that would just make the person who has advanced conqueror like a fraud. Like how are you getting defeated or even like equally clashed against by somebody who doesn't even have advanced conquerors? For me, that's like, that would make Kuzan immediately have it. Now I know a lot of people think that it doesn't work this way. For me, Kuzan has it even before he clashed with Garp, just because of like his fights with Akainu and the way that they fucked up the whole island for 10 days. So yeah, and also
I think that okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted to add, I think with Roger and Garp also, just one last thing, I think that it was like a type of like vibe where like if they fought 10 times, Roger would win 5 and Garp would win 5. I think this is how I see their relativity. But yeah, go ahead, and then I will say all the super chats after.
So I do gotta say, if I'm saying like Mihawk doesn't have it, then like obviously Kuzan and Akainu have not shown it. Neither has Blackbeard, right? We can theorize, but it's like we have to actually see these things before we get it. Now, obviously, I think Blackbeard has like crazy conquers Haki, but that's besides the point. That's my own bias. But like people, like this is what I'm saying. Like if we want to start calling people top tier, they got to start having like advanced conquers. So like Akainu, Dragon, Mihawk, gotta show something. And also, I don't think that you need advanced conquerors to be relative to somebody with conquers Haki, as long as you have proficiencies in other things, i.e. a devil fruit. Where a devil fruit is the great equalizer, where you can do things with a devil fruit that, unfortunately, you can't just do with a sword or your fists. So yeah, I would say, like...
I see a lot of people who share your opinion as well.
Like that's basically the point of a devil fruit, right? Like a devil fruit puts you so above. If you're proficient in a devil fruit, it's gonna put you on that same level. So I guess there is a conversation where it's like you can be a top tier if you have like really good Haki with a devil fruit without conquerors, as long as your devil fruit is like overpowered. I would say, because like obviously the jacket fruit isn't gonna really be that good. But for people who are just like straight hands, no devil fruit, need to be seeing these things.
Yeah.
Like Kobe, right? Like if Kobe isn't throwing these punches, don't even talk to me about him being a top tier, like ever.
Yeah, I mean he's still young though, but yeah. So for me, like we have like two different ways of like, seeing things, like where like I agree that like we need to see stuff, but me, I think that Portrayal also can play, and we can like kind of assume. For example, like in my opinion, I can assume that Mihawk has it, Dragon has it, Kaino has it, just because of their portrayal and like, what we know about them, and probably also their future fights. So that's why I always say like, yeah, I know for sure that these people has it. Even if Oda didn't like show me a panel, a feat that happened, but I understand some other people need to see it, which is totally fine. I mean, it's completely, you're right. It's just two different way of scaling, and I was also the type that wanted to see stuff before, like, scaling people there, but now I changed my ways, and I really do look at Portrayal as well. But I respect both ways. I
have Mihawk in my top 5, and he doesn't have a single feat.
No, I know.
I
was just saying
to
people,
so I do that too.
Yeah. I was just telling people like it's okay. Like it's just two different ways of seeing things. And
I got Dragon. The only thing he's done is look. He's just a single direction.
She says all that, but she still scales off of Portrayal sometimes too.
Well, to be fair though, like if your daddy's doing that, bro, yeah. Your daddy is boxing with the king of the pirates. I'm assuming you're going. If your daddy's doing that and your son is Pirate Jesus, I'm assuming you're good.
But that's why for me, like I look at Garp and what he can do. I look at his students, which are Kobe and Kuzan. I would think they will be able to get to that point. Or Kuzan for me is he already has advanced Conqueror. For me, I understand for other he doesn't. It doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure, like, first of all, Kuzan has it and Kobe will have it just because they're his student. And I know that Luffy, I mean Dragon is his son, obviously, and then we have Luffy who is Dragon's son. Like, it's just all for me, it makes sense. And I can also say, like, oh, since I think that Kuzan has it, Akainu obviously has it. Anyways, you have to think that Akainu has it because he's a fleet admiral just off of that. I know a lot of people don't like titles, but it just makes sense. And same with Sengoku, since Sengoku is relative to Garp. You know, like, you can just go off, like, you know, make a branch, like a binary tree, and just, you know, make all these connections. I know it's like assumptions, but it's logical assumptions. So yeah, but I'm still very excited to see the feats of all of the people we didn't see fight. Absolutely. I'll go with the super chats. So we have Young Smokey, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Smokey. You've been on fire today. Let's give Garp his props. He's out there with just hands and Haki. Garp is a true blue Haki man. Screw the sword. Yo, honestly, I fucking totally agree. He's Luffy's grandpa. Of course, he's a freaking beast. That's why I said I'm extremely impressed because, yo, name me somebody else other than Garp who's a top tier right now who fights with no weapon. I can't even think of somebody. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. To be fair, hold on. Luffy has a devil fruit. Garp doesn't.
Kaido? Are you saying no devil fruit? Like,
yeah.
Kobe?
Like pure. Okay, but Kobe is not a top tier yet. But honestly, Kobe is like the future Garp. We all know that. So I think that other than Kobe, there's nobody else. And I just think that's very special in the One Piece world. Because everybody's using like a sword or a devil fruit. But yeah, thank you a lot, Smokey, again. And we have another super chat from Saba. So $2. He goes, rarely top 0 undisputed. No further questions. I mean, to bag baddies, I completely agree with you. To bag baddies, yes. He didn't do anything. His wrist spoke for himself. You know? All right. Let me continue this page. Unless you wanted to add something else.
Nope. Let's keep going.
Cool. What the Empress Gloriosa? Thud. I don't know what this means. The Kuja were at the height of their popularity at this time. No one could speak of this era without mentioning them. Ooh. Sister, hang in there. Oh shit, Gloriosa is like, you know, fainting or something. Many saw them as idols, and their wanted posters fetched high prices. Oh my god, just the wanted poster. Oh no, actually no, the price on the wanted poster, never mind. Stalkers, wait, hold on. Stalkers taking I can't read it. Taking creep?
Stalkers taking creep shots.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, pictures. Okay. Stalkers taking creep shots became a daily nuisance for the crew. Soon after this encounter, and then we have my heart aches. Those two are dreamy. Shakuyaku was crowned empress, and her popularity continued to grow to an unimaginable level.
Look at the Himejoshis in the background, bruh.
Hime what?
Keep going, queens. Himejoshis?
What does that mean? Is that
Yuri
just like girlings? Okay, I didn't know it was named this way. I was like, what? But honestly, exactly the timeline, I think we had it right. Gloriosa got taken with the Davy back fight, and then Shaki had to become like the captain and the empress. That's probably what happened. All right. I just am sad that the Kuja Pirate are not as popular anymore. But I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe they stopped being, you know, pirates, or maybe it went so bad that they stopped because you know how they lost Gloriosa. I don't know. Makes you wonder. All right, so we have, I think that was my first page, right? Yeah, that was my first page. Okay, second page. Ida's Tavern, Elbaf. Perfect. We're at Elbaf. Wait. Oh no, we're still in the flashback. Perfect. I saw Loki drowning after the, oh my god, after the ship capsized. He's always acting up so badly when you're not around. I honestly wondered whether I should help him or not.
Poor Loki.
I swear, man. We have Harold. Sorry and thank you for saving him. Loki, pull yourself together.
Terrible father. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Terrible.
He didn't do it on purpose.
No, he's like, his son is like suicidal. Like, Loki is like purposely like wanting to end his life, and Harold's like, pull yourself together. Ridiculous.
Yep. Facts.
I can't wait to see Loki beat the shit out of Harold and kill him.
Oh my god! I know, don't say that. No, but didn't we see that like he went in and his
Yeah,
dad was
he
already
actually
dead?
did. Yeah, like he actually didn't, but he got blamed for it. I'm like, I wouldn't have cared either way. Harold was a terrible father to
be
him.
fair,
He like
Harold.
ignored every sign.
Okay, but to be fair, as I said the last chapter, Harold was never a good person. He learned how to become a good person, so he didn't know how to be a good father. He tried his best. It was not in his nature. He was never taught to be a good parent. He tried. So I think like I can empathize with him, you know? But I agree with you. Like Loki still deserved better. 100%. But I don't think Harold was like, yeah, I want to be a bad father. Like that's my goal, you know?
No, he just sucks. He's just the LeBron meme where it's like Harold when it comes to being a terrible father. It's like LeBron James.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Me personally, I love Harold, and I think that like it's understandable. Not everybody is born to be a parent. He was a menace. He became better. He's just not. He doesn't know how to be a good parent. Unfortunately, he didn't have good parents, probably, and he barely has any guidance because he has to rule a fucking kingdom, a big island, and he's barely there for his kids. So, unfortunately, things like this are gonna happen. I think, me personally, I blame everybody around Loki who are mistreated him,
Yeah,
him,
there's
and
a lot of
also
people.
are hiding things from Harold.
But Harold isn't. But Harold also needs to be like an active father. Like I like how people are trying to take away like the blame from him, where it's like
no, you're right. I agree.
He's so negligent of Loki, where it's like if you see your son acting up, spend some time with him instead of like going overseas. Like I understand you're doing stuff, but you also have responsibilities as a parent.
But
and to me, it's just like, bruh.
As a king, no.
No, he does. This is his pet project, just trying to make connections with everybody else, which is great. But send some other people out there, like maybe, or take your son with you, right? Like so you can watch him and control him and like show him like different ways.
I think he's like taking too much example on how typical shonen that how he grew up. It's very hard for somebody who grew up a certain way to break the cycle. And I think he's trying slowly, but he just like these concepts that are very natural for us are not for him, and he needs to be told these things, unfortunately.
There is absolutely no way that Harold isn't hearing what people are saying about his son.
It seems like so it's not the case. That's what really upsets me, is that nobody's telling him shit.
But like there's so many rumors about Loki. There's no way that somebody like they literally said right to his face, we were wondering whether we should save him or not. He shouldn't have been like, hold up, why would you say that?
Yeah,
he just ignores
that.
It.
I agree. I don't know why Oda is making Harold so oblivious to things. Like, oh no, I'm not aware. I don't know what's happening. Like, why are you doing this? Like, the thing is, we saw last chapter where he was like, I heard he was sick, and he came to Elbaf. So we know he is able to care. It's just he has to know. And I don't know why Oda is making it seem like, oh yeah, he goes like deaf when somebody says something important, you know? So I don't know. It's upsetting, but I understand both sides. All right. But yeah, it's a shonen. They're deadbeats all the time. All right. So we have what was her name? Ida? Oh, yeah, Ida.
Yeah, Ida.
What the hell? You shouldn't have even hesitated to help. You see, that's somebody who was born to be
good
a good parent. Yeah,
good
but that's the thing. She probably also had good parents, in my opinion. And she goes, how would you feel if Loki had died? And also, when you're a mother, it's different. I feel like moms just like, they connect more with the child. And she goes,
but it's not even her kid.
No. Like the fact that she's a mom, she knows what it's like to have a child. And she also, by the way, I think that she still sees Loki as like, that's like a second child. Like that's like the brother of my child. So like she still cares for him, I think. And then we have Harold who's like, come on, Ida. Loki's the one who selfishly took the ship and sailed off. Okay, so he knows. Okay, so he's playing like the devil advocates with her. And she goes, so what? If he can't just stand by and let a kid die, I'd drag him under and drown him myself 100 times over.
Good.
And then,
Good, Ida. So Harold, in here is literally shown to be a bad dad. And just because he had bad parents, and this wasn't confirmed, right? Doesn't mean that you get the go ahead and the okay to be a terrible person yourself, right? So it's like, he has a good example of how to be a good parent. And just ignores it. Keep going.
Yeah. I think that he wants to like treat him like a tough, warrior giant. Like how maybe he was like treated, but like it's not the same generation and he needs to break the cycle. So we have Loki who's like, I didn't ask I didn't ask anyone to save me. That's so fucking sad, bro. Damn it. That's the piss poor attitude I was talking about. It's because everybody mistreated him. Duh. Ida goes, you lost your mom and your dad's always quite busy. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Shut up, you old hag. That's the only nice person to you. Be nice to her. She goes, ha ha ha. Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? And then we have both of them that are saying, no way. I'm on to you, Ida. You're just acting all motherly, so we'll let you move into the castle. Aren't you just a gold digger? I'm sorry. This is insane. But to be fair, because he saw his mother being that type of woman, he probably think all women are this way. Oh.
Well, he's also like to the rumors that are going around. Like he's subjected to the rumor mill just like how everybody else is. And there's a ton of people who think poorly of Ida as well.
Somebody's like, back him up, Ida. And then we have Haradine. Screw you, Loki. What you said is unacceptable. I apologize right this instant. Don't you care how Ida feels? And then Ida
Watch
goes,
this.
Oh, sorry.
Look at this. Look how Harold is so quick to defend his real family. Or Loki, it's like, oh, he's sick. Yeah, I'll be there. It's like he's like acting as a dad, but he doesn't put any of the effort in. That's the difference. That's the difference right there. Where it's like instead of Loki, like, no, Loki, why would you say that, right? Or it's like where he would do it for Hardin, like, no, Hardin, why would you say that? It was like, how dare you? How dare you insult my real family, Loki?
No, I don't think it's about real family. I think that he treats women.
No,
and
that's
men
exactly
different.
what it is.
I mean,
No, that's exactly what it is because he doesn't treat Hardin like that.
No, because Hardin doesn't do anything to be treated this way. To be fair,
Hardin has multiple times tried to attack Loki and doesn't like him, and he's never tried to change his mind or be like, well, you know, he had a hard childhood.
I'm pretty sure, like, we have like what is his name, Harold, who says like, stop fighting. I don't want you guys to fight. I want you guys to get along. I think he said it multiple times.
Give me a page.
One of the chapters. I'm not gonna go look, but I know that he asked them to get along. I know that happened. But either ways, me personally, I think that Harold is just like, oh, that's a man, and I need to like that's like a kid giant, and I need like him to be tough, and I need him to understand things. I don't think he sympathized with the fact that this is just a child, and you should like, you know, change your ways with him, especially since he gets bullied a lot. He's not putting context into why Loki's acting this way. Because let's say Loki received all the love of the world and act this way, I would understand Harold being mad at him, like, why are you being this way? We'll give you so much love, we care for you. But the fact is, Harold doesn't know that he doesn't get love and cared for, and he doesn't see also that he is a problem in Loki's life. So the way he acts makes no sense.
Oh, Loki doesn't receive any love from anybody, and Harold doesn't do like there is no defense of him. There is no possible way that as a father you would look at something like that and be like, oh yeah, well that's a good situation for my son to be in. Where it's like you can't like why like there's never the well why is Loki acting like that? And that's all he had to ask.
Yeah, he should.
Why
he
is
should
he
ask
acting like
himself,
that? What's going on?
I
the only
agree with you
person who is actually worried about his well-being is Ida. And Ida's not even his mom. The only person cared about the well-being was like the stepmom.
He doesn't want to believe anybody cares for him. Like he's like they're gonna like throw me out, or they're gonna like, you know, backstab me. This is what Loki, I'm pretty sure this is what goes in Loki's head. Like nobody actually likes me. So that's why he's like self-defending herself by being mean to them before they're mean to him. And this is what he's doing with Ida, I think. But yeah, it's a very like interesting topic to like, you know, debate. So we have Ida who goes, your kids are just too cute. You're being too sweet on him. Aw. So, but again, as I said, I think that Harold just, he's so ignorant, doesn't know what Loki goes through, which really is a bad writing in my opinion. So we have like another kid who's crying. I hate how he says such mean things to you, stupid Loki. And she goes, Mato, are you crying for me? The world is full of kind and beautiful people. I'm sick of this goddamn country. Every single one of you is weak and dirty. I'm going to be free like rocks. Oh, he's talking about rocks in front of his father. Then we have, from then on, each time Rocks visited to try and recruit Harold. Oh my god, so he came multiple times. That's actually hilarious. Loki would attempt to join Rock's crew, but he would ultimately never get his way. Are you happy? I'm going to follow him out to sea, cause I hate you all right back. Aww. You see, listening to this, Harold should be like, shit, maybe I should do something about my kids hating everybody. So on that
why?
point, you're right. On that point, you're right. Harold should be like, ding ding,
Harold should have been ding ding when it was like, I never asked you to save me from drowning. That should have been his ding ding moment.
Yeah,
He's a
100%.
terrible,
I
absolutely
agree.
terrible father. Terrible father to
I
Loki.
think he's just not good with like emotions and stuff. Like I think he's still like learning how to be a good person because he was a menace for so many years, and he's only now starting to be good with Ida. But sometimes with your own family, like you kinda not like you don't care. Some people think that they can like the family will tolerate more because it's family, but you shouldn't think this way.
But it's
even
a
if it's
kid,
your family.
right? Like it's a child.
Yeah. No,
So
I
it's
agree.
different.
No, I'm just telling you, like some people do like mistreat their family because they're like, oh, they're gonna tolerate me anyways. We're family.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's mistreating Loki because he's like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, and he's also not
Terrible
trying to
person.
understand him because he's like, oh, he in his head, Loki is just a bad kid who's acting bad, but he's not wondering like why is he acting bad. He's just think that Loki is just like a bad person.
Yeah, he just thinks that his son is a bad person and that's it, and
Exactly.
he doesn't look any further into it.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. He's not a good. Harold is not a good person. He's really not.
I wouldn't go as far as say he's
No,
he's not.
No, he's not. He's
Okay, well, to
absolutely
me-
not. There's no way that a good person would do that. He is acting just for Ida to do this. Like he switched on a dime. He was like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm switching." Doesn't even look into stuff. Won't even check up on his son. Is only doing things to look good in Ida's. Like every time his son needs some sort of defense, he's like, "Oh, well, like he's just bad. Like he's this and that." And it's like,
Okay, as I said,
he's just.
yeah, no,
Oh my
I
God.
understand. I understand. Me, I wouldn't go as bad as saying he's a bad father because I've seen like bad parents in One Piece where like, some of them would like actually, beat their child or actually just abandon them completely. I would say he's bad. I think that he's very negligent and he just like is not made to be a parent. But he's not a bad
Negligence
person.
is the exact same. No, negligence is the same thing. Like.
But I wouldn't say
Like,
he's
this
a
was the
bad
man who
person.
went-
Like he doesn't like wake up and be like, I want to hurt my son. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about him, and
I think
that
he cares,
could be
but
even worse.
not in a good way. Like he doesn't care about him in the way that a parent should.
He
care
just doesn't.
About him.
He doesn't want him to like be a thing. He's like, I just want him to be an afterthought, and that's how Loki is.
I mean, he did come right the moment that he learned that Loki was sick, though. Like he cares, but it's just that like he should care.
Yeah, but
more.
was that actual like? Because he like barely said it's like you're fine now, and like didn't really even ask too much of it. He's like, didn't look into it or anything. Was it more of a fatherly obligation or was it an obligation because Loki is the crown prince?
No. I'm pretty sure it's like he actually came because as a father he came. And like that's the thing. I agree on the fact that like, as a parent, he's really not a good parent, but I think as a person he's trying to be a good person. He's just not cut to be a parent.
He's acting like a good person in front of Ida, everything that Ida says, but then there comes to a point where it's like, well, I mean, I guess Loki took the ship, so it's okay to let him drown. Where it's like, would a good person say that?
No, I'm pretty sure he would have saved him, but he's just saying that like you shouldn't defend him too much because he needs to understand the consequences of his acts.
It wasn't defending him, it was saving his life. It was between letting the kid drown.
Yeah, but
because that's completely different. No, like Ida even said like no, like this. Ida said it in the thing like no. What are you talking about? Like you cannot. If you are such a person that would allow a child to drown, then I should be drowning you like 10 times over.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Like they should save him from drowning, but he's right to say like we need to like educate him on the fact that like why are you going on the sea? But no, I'm talking me. So I think that we should educate still the child. We're like, you shouldn't go on the sea and like try to drown yourself. Like that's bad. I shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, let me just save you. I'm so sorry. Like no, we should also be like, no, you shouldn't. Like for example, you wouldn't let your kid go and on the streets by himself where there's a lot of cars by himself. You'll be like, no, don't ever do that again, and you would still save him. I think that
but he's like, not. But he's not doing that though, He-Man. This is what I'm trying. Like he's not doing that. It's like, oh well,
he was trying to
he's not trying to do anything. He's trying to be like, well, Loki's okay now. That's fine. Why are you such a nuisance? Why would you insult Ida? It's like, he doesn't actually care. And everybody can be like, oh yeah, he does. He does. Like, Loki, to him, is a relationship that he never wanted to get into. Like, it was with Loki's mom. What was it? Astrid. Never really wanted to marry Astrid. Kind of just an afterthought. It obviously did not love her as much as Ida, right? So it's like, Astrid has this child, hates this child, is spreading rumors. Harold comes back completely oblivious of what's going on in his kingdom, sees that everybody is treating Loki terribly, sees that Loki obviously needs some more support, and leaves again, and is back with his other family, right? Like, Harold wasn't watching Loki as he stole the ship. He was with Ida and Harujin. So it's like, you can't tell me that Harold is going off and is like, well, I'm here to teach Loki and to do it. He's not. He is not a father to Loki. Like, okay, Loki is an afterthought, unfortunately.
So, I would say I agree with Jaro in the comment. He says he's not a perfect father. He's also a king. While he cares about Loki, Elbaf is the priority. I think, me personally, I know that, like, you don't agree, but I think that he cares. It's just that, like, he cares differently, and he just doesn't know how to be a good parent. And he just never.
He's a good parent to Harujin.
He's bro. I never saw him being a good parent to Harujin. Like, Harujin already has Ida. Like, there's no panel where like he's like, oh, Harujin, I love you so much, and I hate Loki. Like, let me treat you better. Like, no, he's not more present. Is whenever he's present here, he's also Loki is here too. He's not. He's never like going to watch Harujin and go meet up with Harujin and have quality time with Harujin alone. Like, that never actually happens. That never happened on panel.
We literally see how Harold acts with Harujin, and how Harold acts like in the context of Harujin and Ida, because it is a loving family unit, and how he treats Loki as this other. Like, we see this in panels, Hime.
No, I don't see it. How I see it is that, like, Harujin. Like, no, but that's the thing, because how I see it is that, like, Harujin is not doing anything fucked up for, like, what is it, his name, for Harold to scream on him, but Loki does. And I'm not saying that what Loki does is because of him. It's because of the people around him. But that's why we always see Harold being a bit more pissed at Loki, because it's always negative things that are surrounding him.
It's okay to get mad at Loki for doing things that he shouldn't, but then what, you have to have something else. And this is what I'm saying. And if for some reason you're like skipping over this point where I'm saying that Harold sees Loki does bad things and never questions why, and doesn't care why Loki is doing this. He didn't even care that Loki was going to drown himself. So why are we acting like this is a good father?
I said in our reality, as people who grew up on these cultural norms and values, yes, it's normal for us. But for somebody like him who never grew up this way, who probably don't know these concepts and don't know how these things work, I can understand why he doesn't apply them. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. But I cannot be mad at him if he never learned to be this way with people.
So weaponizing competence? Because Ida sure taught him. Ida taught him, and he's going out to other countries and acting like a good person and saying he's this and that.
That's why I think this is a problem.
But he's not trying with Loki. That is the issue. He is not trying with Loki.
Anyways, I think we'll agree to disagree. I think he cares to a certain extent. Yes, he can care more and he can be a better person, but I don't think he's a bad person. And I understand you think he's a bad person. He doesn't care enough, and Loki is an afterthought for him.
Transactional love should not be the love between a child and a parent. It needs to be unconditional. Point blank.
Yeah, and as I said, this is like what normal people think, but Harold didn't grow up normally. But yes, normal people should be this way. 100%. All right, so we have a super chat from Celestial Dongi, $50. Hashtag Buggy Gang. Always, forever, Buggy the GOAT, the one and only, the future Pirate King. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, very sweet of you. W in the chat for Celestial Dongi. Thank you. All right, so we have also Lord Vegeta, member for 22 months. He goes, I don't know if he's a bad person. He's not a good person, though. He's not a good father to Harudin, sure, but he's actively a bad father to Loki. And he's not the best king either. Anyways, like the stream, and then he put like an emoji at the end. Yeah, that's fine. You guys have your own opinion, and that's totally okay. Like, it's everybody interpreted in a different way. Yes. Y'all gotta realize Harold did not grow up with normal. That's literally what I said, Devil. But I completely understand that people see it differently and they don't think it's a valid excuse, and that's okay. Both are right.
Why
No,
are
that's
no
why I said
the no so no because this is the issue. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this. Why are we acting like giants completely ignore their kids? Like that is nothing that has ever been stated in the One Piece like manga,
but
right? Like we know that warriors are an incredibly tight knit community that support each other. Harden isn't like a tight knit warrior raising Loki. He's not raising Loki. Like this is like completely separated from the cultural norms of Elbaf that we've been told in the series. Where it's like if this was Broggy or Dory raising Loki, they'd be smacking him upside the head, being like, "What are you doing, kid?" And then you know training him and having them with him. But that's not what's happening. It's the isolation that Loki is feeling that is completely different from other giants that caused him to hate Elbaf. It is not within the cultural norms to just let your kid go and just not raise him and not have him in a loving home in
to be
Elbaf, right?
fair, I do think that before the great shift of Harold, people were treated like shit. Like they were treated like you grow up to be a tough man and just to go to war, and like there was like no actual like love. Like there was like tough love. I think that's how everybody grew up. That's how also Harold grew up. That's why he was a menace and didn't know what compassion and love was and being soft. I think that with Ida, that's where he made the great shift, because even like in the current time before the flashback, they're saying like why did like somebody was saying, I don't know who was saying this, he was saying that like Elbaf changed, like like these kids, like now everything is more soft, like even how they're growing up, they're not growing up to be warriors. So I think there was still a big shift, and I think that warriors the past ones didn't give like this like soft education and love to their children. So I think that's why Harold have a hard time as the pioneer of this shift to be this way.
That is not what I'm saying. So, but we're gonna skip over this because my point has been skipped over like 5 times. So let's just keep going.
I literally explained because you said that giants do not give a fuck about their children, but I think that in Harold's era they really didn't. They were like, yo, whatever.
They were present in their lives, and they were there for them so that they grew up as people. It was the presence, is not the fact. And I even said point blank, I'm like, they grew up like warriors in a very tight knit culture with warrior culture. They were around other people. Loki is isolated. Completely isolated. That is not a part of Elbaf culture to be isolated like that, to be hated like that, to be basically excommunicated from the group. That is not a part of Elbaf culture. If it is a warrior community, and tight knit. That is what I said.
Okay, I thought you were talking about how they grew up, but yeah, but for sure, I mean, nobody should be isolated from that. But that's the thing, because they believe in a stupid rumor where like he's the one who killed,
yeah, so he doesn't have any of that, bullshit. And then he's also Harold is not president because present in his life. Because he's the king, right? So that is what I'm saying. That, like well. Harold sees the isolation that Loki is facing and doesn't care. So even in regular Elbaf culture, right? Like the one that was before, where it was like, oh well, we're warriors. We're gonna train him to be tough. He hasn't been trained by anybody. He doesn't have anybody to rely on, and Harold knows this. Where it's like he's this isolated kid and he's just not doing anything. And it's like, if you see your child struggling and you do nothing, that is almost as bad as just being a bad parent and teaching them wrong things.
Yeah, and I think that, as I said, Harold, like, is just, like, so ignorant. Like, he just doesn't understand that Loki is the way he is because of all these things. He thinks that Loki is just a bad-mannered giant. And that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, but like you keep giving me explanations, or you keep giving me like explanations, which is fine, but they are not excuses. No, and we're acting like these are excuses to his behavior, where it's like they're explanations.
To me, still, even if he knew these things, he still doesn't have it in him naturally to be like, compassionate and be like, oh, what is happening with you, kid? Let's do a retrospective on everything. Let me understand. He's like, he doesn't have these in him. He doesn't have these concepts, these values in him. He's learning to be this way. So even if he knew all these issues, I don't think he would have been the person to be able to fix like Loki mentally. He could have been a better person, more present in all these things, but he still doesn't have these, the skills that we normally
yes, so we agree. He's a terrible father, and he's failed Loki. That is what I am saying. This is what I'm saying. We keep explaining his actions, but I'm not asking for an excuse. I'm not asking for an excuse. We're explaining stuff. Like we cannot excuse his actions just because he doesn't know. Well, a weaponized incompetence. This is what it boils down to.
Even if he knew, the thing is, I don't think he's a terrible father. I think he's not cut to be a father, but
he's bad.
Doesn't mean he's like, oh yeah, I want to be a bad father. I want to hit my child. I want to like be terrible to him. Like I don't think he's like. I think he genuinely, if you ask him, he's like, I want to be the best that I can, but he just doesn't know how. Like,
But he isn't. So it's like just because somebody isn't actively trying to be the worst person in the world doesn't mean that they aren't a bad person, right? Because actions still have consequences regardless of intention.
yeah. Anyways, but as I said, we agree to disagree on these things, and I totally see your point. And we have Lord Vegeta with the $5 super chat. He goes, Hime point is still valid. The nurturing of Harold could be the reason he is this way. Yeah, because I even see my parent how they grew up, and like they even told me like when I got older, we're like, oh, I made a lot of mistakes. I treated you guys, for example, how my parents treated me, and I should have broke the cycle and treated you differently on different things. And I see it while growing up, you know. So sometimes it's hard to break cycles. So yeah. All right. So it was a very cool debate. But I think we are ready. I think it's your turn actually.
No, you still have one page.
Oh, yeah, really? Okay, never mind. All right. Several months after the Rocks crew take over of Pirate Island. Did I read all the super chat? I think I did. Yeah, okay. I think we're on Hashinosu. Because there's like the big skull. So here it says, where the hell did y'all come from? I'm here to join the Rocks Pirates. Yeah, ha, 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 maybe in your dream, but it ain't gonna happen. You won't even lay eyes on him. I don't know who's talking. So the Rocks Pirates are the ocean's all-stars of evil. See that fish-shaped boulder over there? That's where they're said to be holed up. Interesting. Fish-shaped. Okay. Are they talking about the... Oh, I think they're talking about the... Yeah, the head. And I'll read the super chat very soon. If you're dead set on meeting them, head that way. But the deeper into the island you go, the madder the bastards get. Ooh. Good luck with that death wish. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. And then he hits him. He's like, take that. And he's like, ugh. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. That will teach ya. And he's like, what? All right, and before we continue, we have Saba with the $5 super chat. Chestnut gonna have a JD moment when Loki puts Harold in the dirt. Probably. But
yeah, because Harold is just... You can't act like a good... He's going to other countries acting like a good person when at home he's a terrible father. Regardless of intention, he is. And it makes me upset when people act like they're like a really good person, because then and this is what every single person who's disagreeing with me in the comments are doing too. It's this deflection of like, well, he's doing all this good stuff. It's like, that's true, but that doesn't abstain somebody from criticism. And I hate that, because a lot of people are gonna look at Loki, and I sympathize with Loki a lot, because Loki doesn't deserve any of this. Like, this is a broken child who all could just a push in the right direction, and nobody gave it to him. So it's like, who do we blame for what's happening to Loki? This poor child?
I think everybody
Harold.
around him should be blamed, to be fair. Everybody.
I mean, like, his mom was absolutely awful too. Nobody is taking stuff away. The only person who's shown Loki any type of love or consideration is Ida, is the stepmom. Ida the goat. Like the Dadan of Elbaf, bro. Just taking in kids left and right, showing them love.
And anyways, guys, it's okay to disagree. It's okay that we have our different opinions. Even you guys in the chat, like, we're here to have like fun debates, and you know, it's very chill. I think that you have the last pages. I think you can go.
Did you read already?
Again, Saba for the $5 special. Yes. Yeah. It's. I think. Yeah. I read this. This is a whole page.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
all right.
If you don't want to continue, you can tell me. I don't.
No. I didn't know. I didn't know if you finished reading. So it goes, "Hola, you're Kyo the Wicked, future Silver Axe." Ah! What's Shiki's rival doing here? Says, yeah, Kyo the Hitman. All right, so Shiki's rival. Interesting that Shiki's rival ends up being on the Rocks Pirates.
He looks the fuck good. I love this character design. Yo, the tattoo and like, you know, the hair, everything. Like, he reminds me of like Zeph. And some people were saying he reminded them of Katakuri. This is crazy how with one hand he took like the head of the guy. This is crazy. Anyways, this is somebody. Yeah, and I love that he has a huge axe. That's fucking like, that's so insane. That's so cool.
So also looks like he's from Wano, right?
Yes, the fucking kimono. And he doesn't have a katana though. He has an yo. I'm sorry. This is yo. I hope that we see more of him because that character
The
design cannot be
world's greatest
wasted.
axeman, bro.
Bro, he cannot be wasted just on one panel, bro. I need to see more of this man. Also, he's getting on the DILF list because wow. But yeah, keep going.
Silver axe, gold and silver shiki, silver axe, yeah. Because like it's the shiki is the golden lion, and then this is the silver axe. Crazy.
I love this.
The strong gathered around rocks, and their presence attracted even stronger recruits. Hey, stay back, he'll kill ya! Then we see two things. Kerboom! What the? What a view. Look at the scenery. Blasting a couple holes in this place was the right call after all. Ain't that right? As I was saying, there's 2 devil fruits I'm after. One of them's likely on Elbaf. It'll only show its true power if Harold eats it.
We have to talk about this after. Or even
So
now
we
if you
see
want.
Bro, why does Rocks have so much aura?
Bro,
so
Rocks
much aura.
is just him, bro. I just love his design, man. He looks like a pure villain, bro. He looks so good.
We'll need those Galera folks too, yeah? I've heard legends, but Captain John! This is the pirate treasure that Buggy went after.
Yo, yes, and I hope that like we actually get to that treasure. But also, you see he's talking about the Galera, like the giants. Very interesting.
I like this.
That were frozen in time.
Look at this. Yeah. Then I see, I'm using all my contacts to try to track him down. But there's nothing about a frozen army of giants. Pirate Charlotte Lin, future Big Mom.
Bruh.
He's a baddie, bro.
Yo,
he's a baddie.
Okay, so my question is, do you think she probably started having her children around that era because she has so many children? Like she has to start.
Oh yeah, she's an absolutely terrible mom, bro. She's just popping them out and leaving them. Yeah, exactly. Using them as like her own army.
Wait, how many children does she have again?
A lot. She has a lot.
Like what? Like 20 or like 40?
I thought it was like there's like 30-something boys and 40-something girls.
Yeah, she was probably like 17 children like in here, and she looked amazing. What's your routine, baby girl?
I mean, like after like having like hundreds of kids, bro, like honestly, she looks great. Even current Big Mom. I mean, like after having that many kids.
Yeah, somebody said she already had like 11 kids at this point, and she had 85 kids as a total.
Yeah. She may not be a bad future, but that just might be just from childbirth, bro.
Yeah, honestly, after 85 kids, like, if you look good, I don't know, like that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just so shook by this woman. What a goat.
She's honestly crazy. She's like, my skincare routine is much bigger deal than dealing with my children.
Literally, she's just popping them out. She's like, yeah, survive,
terrible,
kid.
bro.
Just survive.
I honestly though. She looks great.
Yeah.
Drop the routine, sis. Let's see. So then we see, obviously, Edward Newgate. Even if we find them, what good are a bunch of corpses now? And then Pirate Streusen, Lin's partner in crime. I like it.
Wait, he was part of the Rocks Pirate? I had no idea.
Well, because like remember like when Lin was little, like he kind of tagged along. So
that's true. Is that the guy who has like the fruit of like the devil fruit where like he makes food out of anything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where he can make like unlimited food.
I remember, but
I wonder if Big Mom has like hunger tantrums, like at this age. That'd be really interesting. She just like goes off crazy.
And I think that's why he still is there for these moments, maybe.
But then we see exactly. There's no way to bring him back. Shut it. We're talking about dreams. Don't be a downer.
Before you go, I'm just gonna say the super chat if possible. We have Young Smokey again with the $10 super chat. You've been going crazy, Smokey. Thank you so much. She already had Perospero, Katakuri, Oven, and Daifuku by now, along with the Oprea. She had at least 7-10 kids by this point in the story. Fucking insane. You wonder how did Katakuri and Perospero, all of them just grow up fine without her? I mean, I guess this is One Piece, everybody.
Did they really grow up fine though? Weren't they like relentlessly bullied?
To be fair,
they really didn't.
You're right.
Katakuri was was the child who stepped up, bro.
For real.
Like he stepped up and like raised the siblings. Like no, she wasn't raising them, bro. She
but
left
to be
them.
fair, I think that's why they're so close, because they probably grew up by themselves without parents, and they're like, I
Yeah.
need to take care of my siblings, you know?
Yeah, because Big Mom was nowhere to be seen, bro. She was out having adventures with rocks.
Big Mom or Nick Cannon, like, you know, pick your fighter.
Yasop versus Big Mom, who can abandon more children.
Oh my gosh. I think it's Big Mom.
Why is every parent such a bum in this series? Like, every parent is terrible.
Listen, I don't... It's crazy. And the good ones, well, the parents end up getting killed or something.
Oh, that's crazy. So then we see Pirate Barbell, Catfish, Fishman. Even if they did come back to life, they'd have no reason to listen to you. That's why we need Harold. He's the current king of Elbaf. And then we have Pirate Kaido, future king of beasts. Can't we just use our strength to force them to obey? We can do the same thing that you did to that Harold guy too. Huh?
I just want to say, it's very interesting that every crew, like important crew, seem to have at least one fishman.
That is, they do. That's why Jinbei needed to come on the Straw Hats.
Yeah, like it's like it always always happened. But yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like it's very cool.
It's pretty cool. I do like it, even though this fishman is.
He looks chopped as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like catfish.
I was like, oh.
He looks chopped.
Like, oh.
But he's probably extremely strong. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably like crazy. He's gonna do like a galaxy level feat.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, I was not familiar with the game. I'm sorry.
But then we see Rocks, and it says, "Never say that again, you brat. Calm down, Rocks."
Oh
Why you?
Can you just believe somebody just kicked Kaido like that?
Yeah, it's Rocks.
I know, but isn't it crazy? Isn't that crazy when you think about it? Somebody, like, I couldn't imagine somebody just playing and kicking Rock. Like, he was like the punching bag. The water boy.
He's just, I mean, he is. He's literally like the youngest on the crew. He is. He's like the water boy. Yes. He's the seat warmer.
Yeah.
And it says, Kaido, you stop too. We just got to this island. Do you two want to turn it into a ruin already? A group like this is bound to implode sooner or later, but this isn't the time. Interesting. Right, let's hold off on that until we cash in a little more. Get it, you horn-headed rookie? Harold, that's my good pal. I'll crush you if you say crap like that again, Kaido.
Okay, so you know what's crazy is how, like, Rocks, he's like a dickhead to everybody, but he's like, yo, Harold, I met this guy once, and now I am infatuated with this man, and I will defend him my whole fucking life. This is just so crazy, like, the effect Harold had on this man. Like, for Rocks to act this way, I wouldn't think he would care if somebody talked shit about somebody in his crew, for example. See what I mean?
Yeah. No, that was... Rocks is pretty good.
Even
though it's technically your page, I'm stealing this page from you.
But hold on, before you keep going, yeah, don't worry, you can take it. But I just want to say, I hope that Blackbeard, like, will have somebody like Harold, or like somebody that he wants in his crew like Harold. Like, it would be cool to see Blackbeard cares for somebody, because I don't feel like he cares for anybody right now. Like, in this way.
He really doesn't. Although he wanted Ace in his group, but then he like attacked him right away. Where it's like, that's probably the differences between like Rocks and Blackbeard. Where it's like, that's gonna be like Blackbeard's downfall.
Do you think that maybe that could become Kuzan?
Oh, well, he did want Kuzan. Actually, it probably is Kuzan.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, maybe Kuzan. Maybe, because I feel like he has more respect to Kuzan, because even when Kuzan was like, oh, sorry, you know, I didn't, like, you know, I let them escape or something like that, he said, oh, it's okay. Like he was saying, like, it's okay, Kuzan, like, this is Garp we're talking about or something. Like, he was making excuses for Kuzan, but I feel like if it was the others, he would have been like, you guys are a bunch of incompetent, you know?
Yeah, it's probably, I think Kuzan is his Herald.
Mm-hmm.
Old man Yaoi. Am I right, Hime?
Honestly, we saw the Kuja, and then we're seeing the man.
Yeah, we saw the Himijoshis in the Kuja pirates, and then we got old man Yaoi with Blackbeard and Kuzan.
Insane.
But then let's get to the final panel. Absolute peak. Mm-hmm. We see Rocks going, listen up, you lot. Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. Oh.
We'll have to talk after this. Keep going.
If any of you don't buy that, then get lost. It's your choice if you want to stand with me on the day of destiny. But if you've got guts, Follow me. I'll take you to the world summit. Then we have the Rocks Pirates.
The
And
crew
we
has
see
formed.
Dusty is here. We got Wang Shi is so chopped.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Yeah, Wang Shi looks awful, like god awful. But the thing is, Gloriosa is not here yet.
So
So Gloriosa comes after.
It must be afterwards.
Yeah, but
I wonder if Rocks and Gloriosa end up being like to kind of spite Roger. You know what I mean? Like Gloriosa is actually.
I think that he definitely wins her with Davy back turnies, but like that also she kind of is able to like forget her love for Roger because she's like standing maybe Rocks now.
Or like even
Probably.
just like out of spite, you know what I mean? Like,
It
and that's
could be,
like
it could be, but I really thought that Gloriosa would be like,
interesting.
"Fuck the Kuja pirates, I'm leaving y'all because I want to be with a bunch of
no,
like,
no,
criminals,"
no, no,
you
like
know?
like getting with Rocks.
Oh,
Like,
you mean like romantic? But the thing is, like,
yeah, like
I don't know
romantic.
if Rocks cares. Like,
Well, he had a son, so somebody gotta be the mom.
Right. Oh shit, no. Are we gonna start the Gloriosa Rocks like theories and that's yo Blackbeard had 0% of Gloriosa genes if that's the case.
None, bro.
Bitch.
Although to be fair, like old Gloriosa kind of be looking like Blackbeard. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That would be fucking insane. You know what? I think you're the first person who make an allusion to this theory. Did anybody ever speak about this theory? No, you know what? Because this woman is so beautiful when she was younger. I don't think anybody was even thinking.
They can't visualize the. They can't see the vision. The vision is right. The actual vision is.
To be fair,
that Gloriosa and Rocks get together, and Gloriosa has Blackbeard, and then just like swipes him somewhere because every parent in One Piece is awful. Every single parent in One Piece is awful.
And to be fair, like all of like Lin's children don't even look like her, so like it's absolutely possible that like the
genes
child
are in
just
the dad.
look like her.
Yeah, exactly. Genes are held in the dad.
Exactly.
Like look at Ace and Roger. Each look like what's her face.
Honest, to be fair, he has Rouge's eyes, but it's only because we know how Rouge looks like. But yeah.
Yeah, but like when we looked at that one thing of Roger, it was like the exact same.
Yeah, no, 100%. Anyways,
except for Luffy. Luffy is the only one who did not get any genes from his daddy, and that's what makes him special. That's what makes him different. Is that he got no daddy genes. That's why he's beautiful.
Bro, tell me how Dragon looks like Garp.
Dragon is chopped.
Dragon looks zero like Garp. He also took the genes. Maybe it runs in the family. They just don't look like their mom, like their dad.
Yeah, so like Dragon's mom, like whoever Garp went with, chopped. then Dragon went with an absolute bombshell, with Amazon Lily, and then it was like, oh, thank God, Luffy got those genes.
I can't. This is crazy.
Gloriosa as Blackbeard, and I was like, what the hell?
Yo, honestly, you have to write this in Twitter. I don't think anybody thought of this theory, and I'll quote it. I'll be like, this is fucking insane, but possible. Absolutely. Because when you think about it, Rocks, okay, guys, Rocks like lifetime was not long. And we know for sure that it had to be somebody on his crew, because like he's not gonna go on an island and just be like, yeah, let me just sleep with a chick and leave. Like he had the plan, he was like doing something, so probably he had to pick a woman on his crew to maybe procreate. I don't know, that would make the most sense to me.
Or else it's Big Mom, which would probably honestly
please, I'm not doing this. Don't fucking start
the Rocks harem. The Rocks harem.
Not
it's confirmed, bro.
Yo, I'ma be real, bro. If it's Lin, like, you know what? No, Lin would have said it. Like, if she would
she would have been like, that's my baby.
Listen, it's not. And probably, even if Rocks wanted to, she was probably pregnant with another child, and it was just not possible.
Yeah, Rocks is like, damn, where are they coming from?
She's gonna be like, are you ever not pregnant?
Yeah. He's like, again? I mean, is that wrong? He had 85 children.
Like 85. She doesn't know how to close her legs. But
oh my God,
she had her own goal of having every race. So probably, listen.
She was a woman with a mission, apparently.
Literally, there's no shortage of humans because of her, or creature. No, depending on who she was procreating with. But yeah, so $5 super chat from Saba. Thank you so much, Saba. Again, he goes, she told Roger she loved him, and he said, "Get out of the way, you're blocking Shaki." Like, yeah, I'd get a terrorist group to pull up on Hody Roger too. I get it, yo. Honestly, how he hold her. The thing is, Shaki ended up anyways with Rhea, and she didn't want Roger, so Roger should have been like, you know what? There's another baddie who wants me. Now let me just fumble. Like, what the fuck? Anyways,
Absolutely fumbled.
For real. And I hope, you know what? I hope your theory is right, because you know what? Gloriosa deserves a menace like Rocks. So
It would
I'm in
be
for the theory.
so funny. It would be so funny if
I would
she
love
was
that.
Blackbeard's mom, just because then, like, it could be like, Roger, look how much you fumbled, bro.
Yeah,
Even
literally.
Rocks got your girl. Rocks got your girl.
like really stole Shaki from you, and even your option number 2 got taken by Rocks. So I mean, I'm not saying Rouge is not a baddie. Like, Rouge is a baddie in her own way, but Shaki and Gloriosa mugs so hard. I'm sorry.
They do, bro. They do.
Yo, this is hilarious. But
we have Blackbeard and Kuzan for Yaoi. We have Shakuyaku and Gloriosa as our Yuri. We have Rocks and Gloriosa, Rocks and Big Mom. Well, obviously Whitebeard and Stussy.
Yeah, Whitebeard and Stussy, that's true. We also have I feel
possibly Kaido and Gloriosa because they Yamato.
I always felt like, I know that Kaido and Big Mom see each other as brother and sister, but I always thought that they were extremely close, and it maybe, I don't know.
That's insane. No, that's crazy.
How did Yamato came to be, bro?
Gloriosa.
Gloriosa. Oh wait, hold on. Yamato does
Gloriosa actually looks like Yamato.
Hold on. Gloriosa could have definitely be no, but the thing is, Gloriosa doesn't give me the vibe of somebody who would like abandon Yamato like that with Kaido and like not check up on her.
That actually fits with every other terrible parent here. Big Mama's probably like, I can leave it on an island, bro. You don't have to be with them. And then Kaido was like, well, I guess I'll be a dad. And then just locks Yamato in like a cave for like 5 years.
Other than the horns, Yamato looks absolutely 0% like Kaido. So she looks more like she has some features like you know, pretty like Gloriosa, hair that is a bit more pale. So it could be the case. Like, okay, so we have a theory. It's either Gloriosa is Blackbeard's mom or Yamato's mom for now,
or both, and they're
Gloriosa was popping children as well. This is insane, bro.
Big Mom was like, you could have your own pirate crew. It was like a timeshare. It's like, she's like,
guys, we're making a football team. Like, this is the future. Like, this is our future like crew when we die. You know, when we retire. I could see Yamato as half Amazon.
Pirate retirement just doesn't have the perks that it used to. So you have to make sure that you have people that can still bring you in income. She's like, this is an income tool. Gloriosa, they keep telling you about diversifying your gold, diversifying your pirate ship. Have you ever thought about diversifying your child pool?
Like, literally, when you think about it, like, Lillian, she has generational wealth. Like, she has so many children that she can just like send them on missions and be like, go raid people, bring me back money. They're probably rich as fuck. Like, literally, if you are part of Lillian's children, you probably don't need to care about anything. You're like, yo, bro, we're so rich, bro. Like, I have generational wealth, bro.
You know what though? Big Mom is kind of goals.
Yo, honestly,
she has her retirement is set.
Oh yeah,
she has a soundproof retirement plan, and you know what? I don't think any of us have a retirement as well. Big Mom is the first person to have generational wealth in the future. Usually, generational wealth was made before. She's like,
no, it's in the future. She was setting the foundation.
She has property. She has her own retirement. She has enough income to support herself. She has basically anything that she would need.
She have her whole island to herself. And somebody said, not the pirate's scheme. But I want to say, and you know what's even nicer is that it seems like all of Lillian's children loves her. So she also have her children still are searching for her and wants her to be alive. And even we saw Pudding is like, oh, you see when when Lillian or Big Mom or Mom sees this, whatever, like they actually love her and respects her, even though she was not in their
Which
life.
is
So, like,
crazy.
she won at life. If anything, she won at life. Like, she's
Yeah,
the
she
one
was.
who won at. Yeah, she had fun in her pirate
She
era. She
ate
looked.
one of her kids,
Bro,
and they still respect her.
yo, she
You know
had
how insane that
no,
is.
listen. She had her fun as a pirate. She was OP. She looked amazing even after having so many children. Now in this future, now not really, but still, she is rich. She has so many kids that
Debatable,
likes
Hime.
her. And yo, the Charlotte name is never dying, bitch. It's never dying.
because all of them take her. She's the only one. She has her last name.
Yo, normally children
That is a girl boss.
Bro, normally the children takes the dad's names. Every one of her children are Charlottes, bro. Bitch, it's
No.
it's not a patriarchy, it's a matriarchy, bro.
Big Mom said, I see all of the men being terrible parents. I see all of the men having pirate crews. You know what? I'm a woman in a male-dominated field.
Yeah!
Mogging Yasop for being worst parent.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Yasop memes at this point, get rid of them, bro. We're in the big leagues. We've power scaled above Yasop with with Rocks who abandoned his kid, Harold who abandoned his kid, Big Mom who abandoned like 80 of them just to come back and be like, you're my bitches now.
Yeah, literally. No. Honestly, like, this is the big leagues of like deadbeats. This is the biggest league. Like, you cannot.
Deadbeat big league.
Like Yasop is not on that level. I'm sorry. Like, one child, just one. Okay.
You know what though, Hime? After looking at Harold and Big Mom, and
they're not bad people.
Kaido kind of wasn't that bad.
Yo, honestly,
he was a present father.
He was
who respected his child's pronouns.
Everybody, you know what? Everybody, listen. When I look at
what else could you ask for?
No, listen, everybody, had good and bad sides, I don't think any of these people were like, I want to beat my children and like hurt them.
Well, Kaido did.
I mean, to be fair, Kaido, because he was okay, he was looking at Yamato, he was like, I'm gonna treat you like, first of all, like a man, and I'm gonna treat you like you have no feelings. Because Kaido, like, he's just stupid. Like, he sees it like, you're gonna like do my goals, and like, I'm gonna live through you, like.
Yeah. Kaido wanted a successor bad, and he was like, you're not Odin, you're not him, bro.
Yeah, you're not him, bro.
No, Kaido genuinely was like, I'm not holding back. Like, I do not care. So, like, no, like, if some of them actually wanted to.
You know what he
Big
was like?
Mom ate one of her children.
Yeah. Yo, I know.
And didn't feel bad.
No, but Kaido was like, if you don't survive this, you're not worthy of being my child. Point blank.
Yeah, so
you know what? That's the thing. Skill issue and natural selection. And I think that this is how Big Mom lives her life. Natural selection. So if you get eaten by me, it's natural selection, baby. You should have been born stronger, okay?
You know what? Whitebeard was a great father.
Okay,
except to his own child.
That's what I was saying. He was a good foster parent. He was a good adoptive parent. But to his own child, he literally abandoned this motherfucker. And I feel like he did that because he was like, "There's no way you are my son." And even if you were, like, I don't want you. You look awful. And yeah, no, I'm a pass.
Whitebeard said, "Stussy, you were a baddie, but that kid is chopped." That ain't my son. It's like, Moria, it's like, you are not the father.
He's like, but that's the thing. Like, he normally claims people who are not even his children. But like, he was like, he really disliked this child so much. He was like, not even as an adoptive son. I am not.
You know what?
Down this route.
And Hime, this kind of helps your agenda. It seems like the only person who like actually like was a present father who was trying to put his kid on the right path was Garp with Dragon. Because Dragon, we know he joined the Marines.
When you think about it, it's only the Marines, but because even with Akainu, like, we don't know who his daughter is, but we can assume because of the dialect that what is her name?
Oh, you're gonna say Hibari.
Hibari, like, I'm pretty sure he has a soft spot for her and cares for her and put her in the Marines. Like, I think that the Marines, like, they're more like, family oriented.
The Marines are family oriented, traditional values.
More than the Marines. But when you think about it, they're pirates. Like, we have to still remember, like, these people are pirates, and they're, pirates are not necessarily the best parents.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tsuru too. That's her name, right? And she has the the whip daughter.
Oh yeah, exactly. And
yeah,
she
yeah,
probably
her.
put her
See,
in the
so like
Marines.
the Marines,
Yeah.
so like the Marines are actually like kind of good, and like even like Garp was a really present grandfather. Like he made sure that Luffy was loved and made sure that he was like trained up at least.
His title to go see his fucking children and his grandchildren. He would literally risk his title. Like the pirates, they can do this for free, and they're like, nah, I'm not seeing my child. You know what? Hardship breeds stronger people. That's what they think. They're like, I want him. You know how like I've seen some memes saying like, oh, maybe if I abandon my child, he's gonna become like a successful star or something, like, you know. So probably pirates are like, you know what, he's gonna be fine, he's gonna become strong and then respect me and be like, because my dad abandoned me, I became strong. That's probably how they think, pirates. I don't know, man.
You know what, thinking back to it, Nami's mom was a Marine too when she was good.
Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god, having like a seizure in my brain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Marines on top when it comes to being parents, bro.
Marines are the only people who are good parents. Every parent that isn't a Marine abandons their kid.
This is fucking insane. I love the realization we just came to, because that is so true. Also, $2 super chat from Jose. He goes, Tanuki, has Hime said happy girlfriend day today? No, because I forgot it was girlfriend's day, because I'm not a girlfriend. But yes, happy girlfriend's day to all the girlfriends in the world.
You see how Hime hates me? No matter how much I tell her that I love her.
Did I receive a happy girlfriend's day?
No.
Exactly. So it you know, like 2 minuses, like, okay, so it doesn't count. It's equal.
That's not true, but you gotta say it to me, baby girl. That's how it is.
And I don't deserve. That's literally discrimination. Why don't I deserve it? Am I not a girl?
I'm not a girl.
She's like, no, you're actually not a girl.
I'm just a girl, is what Hime is saying.
Literally.
We went completely off the handle.
Okay, but I want to discuss one last thing before we end, because this is very important. So, Rock said that he needs 2 devil fruits to take down the word government. How many fruits does Blackbeard has? 2. I don't think it's necessarily these 2, but it could be the same 2. What do you think? Are you done? I want your opinion, bitch.
I think that one of them is definitely the Yami Yami no Mi.
Absolutely,
100%. I think the other one is a lot more interesting. Because if Loki actually did eat that devil fruit, which seems like he did, I would be very surprised to see.
And maybe Blackbeard is gonna take Loki into his crew, because anyways Loki is gonna like be like, oh, you look like Rocks. Oh, you're Rocks, son. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna continue my dream and go with you. That could happen.
Also,
yeah.
Go ahead. Keep going, and I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one thing. I find it very interesting that this Elbaf fruit can only be activated if, you know, somebody from the royal family actually ingested. Like, why? What the fuck is this power? What does it have to do with giants? Isn't that interesting?
It is. It has to be something with like
a zone.
Whatever. Like probably it's probably like an ancient god devil fruit, like the same thing that like Luffy has. But I also think it makes a lot more sense why Gecko Moria was kidnapped by Blackbeard instead of
why?
Killed. Because Blackbeard wanted Gecko Moria to use shadows in order to inhabit the bodies of the frozen giants.
Oh, you don't think? I think that the frozen giants, once you defreeze them, are gonna be alive.
But they even set up here, it's like, how do you even know that they're still alive? And it's like Blackbeard thinking to that, it's like, how do you know they're still alive? But you can still use them. And that's one of the reasons why Gecko Moria is so dangerous.
So important.
Gecko Moria is the most dangerous person, because let's say that, and I would assume that these giants, when you unfreeze them, are not living anymore after so long.
I think because of One Piece and because of how, like, you know, Soul survived, I think it's possible they're still alive just because Oda is gonna make it happen. But if they're not, your theory is very, like, spot on. It makes a lot of sense, because why is he imprisoning Moria? Like, why do you care to keep him alive? So,
exactly. Why is it? But the other thing, and why I think they're actually not alive, is because, like, even like the Rocks pirates are like, they're probably not even alive, right? Like Like, it's been so long. And Rocks is like, it's just a dream, right? Like, it's just his dream. Like, he's not really thinking of it. But Blackbeard is this calculating person.
And also, even if they're alive, they know that they cannot control them. So it's either they're alive and Blackbeard is gonna recruit Loki, and Loki is going to, like, I'm the prince of Elbaf, or like the future king, like there's no king, like, listen to my order. That could happen. Like, he could be continuing after his father and literally make it happen because of Loki. I think that Loki is joining more Blackbeard now, just because of all of this. It makes so much sense.
I don't think I would really like if Loki joined Blackbeard. I don't think he's going to, but I do think that Blackbeard.
But it makes sense.
I mean, it does, but it'd be very hard for him. I mean, like, he already has another giant, basically, with him already, anyways. So it would be very interesting to see Loki join the crew. I think that those frozen giants from the Gallia, I think that they're dead, and that's why Blackbeard was like, that was his plan, is that he was going to basically Oars Jr. and Oars, all of them.
But the thing is, like, now that, like, he kind of became friends with the Straw Hats, like, I don't know how, like, Blackbeard can, like, kind of change his mind to, like, be part of his crew.
Because he looks like Rocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But probably he was like, oh, like, Rocks was my idol, and this was, like, everything that I wanted to do. But I just don't see Luffy fighting against Loki, like, because we know that Luffy hates Blackbeard, like, he hates him. So, like, it's gonna be a very interesting dynamic, in my opinion.
I agree.
We also have a super chat from Jose. He goes, $5 super chat. Actually, he may help me with a gift for Tanuki, so Hime is the better girlfriend. Just saying. Thank you so much. I get abused every day, and thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you for the super chat. And it's true, I did help. Anyways, so what do you rate the chapter?
I thought that the chapter was pretty good. I mean, any chapter with Rocks is going to be good. Probably 9 out of 10. Honestly, I liked it. I thought it was a baller chapter.
I give it I give it actually a 9.5 out of 10, just because I feel like this chapter was like a fan service chapter. Like, we saw so many cameo and cool people, the character designs, the baddies, the male baddies, I don't know how to call them. All of them, everybody looked amazing. Like, this is the flashback we've been waiting for. And now my last wish to Oda is show us the fight on God Valley. This is the only thing that is missing. And once we get that, my life is yours, Oda. And I will not ask for anything else. I mean, obviously, I'll ask for Buggy Conquers, but that's different. Anyways, so but I really need that. That's the only thing I need. And I think that Oda's been doing great with these Elbaf chapters. I feel like Elbaf, like, I know this is premature of me. Elbaf, for now, for me, is a top 2 arc. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, this is too early, but for everything we saw and everything we're getting, I don't think it's too early for me to say this. So for now, I have a top 2 after Marineford. We have another $2 super chat from Saba. He goes, Whitebeard, I'm a great parent. Post-child skip. You know what's crazy? Because Whitebeard, and it's sad, because Whitebeard is one of my favorite characters. He's in my top 10. He literally says, like, I grew up as an orphan, and my entire, like, dream was to have a family and build a family. So it's just
and then he got it done and he said, not like that.
It's just so ironic when he says that, and he's like, yeah, but not that family. And the other one. You were talking about Harold picking the family. That's Whitebeard, bro. Whitebeard picked the family, bro.
Whitebeard is terrible, bro.
Oh, I can't defend.
Whitebeard is absolutely awful.
These men, bro. I can't. Honestly, other than Kuma and Kairos, nobody else, bro. I can't think of anybody else. Oh, you know what? Dofi's dad, he was not a bad dad, but Dofi killed him regardless. That's different.
Yeah, Dofi's dad was actually pretty good, but
yeah, but he got.
What happens to good dads in One Piece?
Yeah, and Kuma was a good dad. He get murked. There's only Cairo. Cairo actually survived, but he has one less leg. But still, anyways.
All right, Hime. Let's finish it up.
Yeah. So
let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Anyways. So, Rosie, you mean Corazon? But Corazon was not a real dad. He was an adoptive dad. Adoptive dads are great in One Piece. Don't get us wrong. So I don't think we can actually, group him.
We mean like biological fathers, not
biological,
real.
Yeah.
Adopted dads are real dads as well. Biological.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I meant like biological dads. Oh wait, hold on, Capone. I'm sorry. You're right. Capone is.
Oh yeah, Beige Capone is actually a great dad.
Actually. Beige Capone might be one of the best dads because even when
actually he probably is. Yeah.
Yo, he's oh my god, he's such a family man. You know what? That's the Italian gene probably. I love it. I love it. No, 100%. You're right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so thank you a lot, everybody, for showing up. It was a very fun, great chapter. So many theories, so many things to discuss. We're almost close to 2 hours. So once again, join the Discord, sub to Chestnut, go follow her because it's 1 week on her channel, 1 week on my channel for the One Piece chapter. Join the Discord, when we go live. And also, she has a gumball video that she just...
I do.
You should have put the link and I would have pinned it.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant.
Who cares? You know that there's a lot of your fans in my comment section and maybe they care.
Well, there's a video. It's like 40 minutes. If you have time, go watch it. It's on my channel.
Put it on the
background.
Click
my name.
Put it on the background. Just, do your shit at the same
time. Watch it like 500 times so that I get good watch time.
Mute it up the first time. It's okay.
Mute it. Sleep with repeat. Put a playlist where only that video's in there.
Do you think YouTube can know these things? Nah, I don't think so. But anyways, so go watch her video. It's her latest video. She really worked hard. She definitely worked hard. And also, I'm streaming tomorrow Red Dead Redemption 2 on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch. It's at 6 p.m.
She will play Fortnite with me.
I will literally play Fortnite with you. But last time we played Peak and it was Peak. We have to.
We should play Peak.
Yo,
I would love to play Peak.
Guys, I'm gonna make like a poll to ask people when, and we will literally go stream Peak. You guys, we're hilarious when we play Peak. And actually,
oh my god, I was just
Jay told me that he would be down also to play with us. That would be so funny.
That would actually be hilarious, bro. Because I died on like the last part, and it was literally me just screaming at Hime. I was like, Hime, there.
Yeah,
she's like,
direction. I was like, I will kill you. Guys, that was so funny. I will make a stream with literally, you know what? Let's set it up. Like, I'm gonna set it up right after this. We're gonna like decide on the day. We're gonna do this, guys. It's hilarious. You have to
super chat before you end.
Yeah. I will absolutely. Sean with the $60 super chat. Thank you so much, Sean. He goes, I love seeing the happy looks on your faces. Keep your chins up and keep those smirks on your faces. You can share with your co-host too. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh my god, like you guys have been going crazy with the super chat today. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for everybody also that super chatted. Like this will all be reinvested in content creation. As always, I'm trying to be better, to have better streams and everything. Thank you so much. I love you guys. This means a lot to me.
I appreciate you guys popping in and supporting Hime. Hopefully you guys enjoy our conversations. Me and Hime like get so heated at each other sometimes.
But we still love each other. It happens.
Do I?
Yeah, me.
I'm just kidding.
You guys notice I always say, well, we'll agree to disagree. You know, like I always say that.
I don't agree to disagree.
It's okay, but I do. I always end up like this. I'm just like, you know what? It's okay. Oh my god, Sean, thank you so much for becoming a Hime's Angel, part of the Hime family. Thank you so much. I don't have a lot of perks, but I'll try to do better. But thank you so much. Good conversations, exactly. And anyways, if we agreed on everything, it would be boring as fuck. So I'm happy with this.
I know. These are way more interesting when we're yelling and screaming at each other. I love it. I love yelling at Hime. She's great.
And I'm just like, all right, whatever. But yeah, so Emil, thank you for saying, see you, Hime, in the Lord of Mysteries reaction. Yes, it's gonna be a Lord of Mystery reaction, probably like at like 5 a.m. maybe, something like that. But yes, so tune in for that. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you guys again. All right, love you guys. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Peace.